shall set us free. And that's why gay rights organizations should out gay public figures. But first, what are gay rights organizations? We're talking basically about groups internationally that seek to forward the causes of homosexuals, gays, and lesbians worldwide. We're talking about groups like the Rainbow Coalition in the United States or even Sayone in Little Singapore. What then are public figures? We're looking at a different type of individual from the ordinary citizen. We're looking at individuals who choose to enter the public spotlight and make money or their success in their careers off the public image they craft and which the public trusted. We're talking about celebrities making money off advertising endorsements, sports stars and their advertisements, as well as politicians and votes in elections. What is our model on side proposition? If gay rights organizations find credible information that certain public figures are gay, but choose not to tell the rest of the world about it, and they believe that such information publicized will advance the cause for gay rights everywhere, they should be allowed to out them. No thank you. Outing them means they can publicize the information to local and international media as widely as possible. And we recognize gay rights organizations are likely to be sensible. They're going to focus on gay public figures, no thank you, who have made homophobic statements which are hurtful to the homosexual community, but in principle, we think that gay rights organizations can out whoever they wish. So what are we going to prove in this debate? 3 lines of justification. First of all, that doing this promotes the movement for gay rights. Second, that the public has a principal right to know. And third, my second speaker will show how it gives oppressed gay movements a voice. So let's move to my first argument about why it promotes the movement for gay rights. Our thesis is that allowing gay rights organizations to out gay public figures empowers gay organizations in the social fight against homophobia. Currently, there are a section of public figures who keep their sexuality secret. 3 serious harms are created if public figures choose to be gay but don't reveal it publicly. First of all, gay public figures often swing to the opposite extreme, no thank you, making very homophobic comments. Why is this the case? The very fact that they've chosen to repress their sexuality from the public domain suggests that the constant public rumors lead to them seeing themselves as having something wrong with them, something they must combat within themselves. And such rhetoric damages pro-gay activism, no thank you madam, and we've seen this with the governor of Arkansas in 2009, who was gay but decided to campaign on a vehemently anti-gay platform because he decided that it was kind of wrong and he shouldn't have revealed it to the public. Yes?
Don't you think that the gay population that you're talking about, these bigots, is a very small population to out?
It's a small population, but these are the most prominent gay figures that we have in our society. The most prominent celebrities, sports stars, and politicians who form role models for current gays and also for youngsters who may think they are gay, but at the moment are choosing to repress it. We think that even if it's a small minority, it's the most prominent minority, and in any case, our policy allows in principle for anyone to be outed by gay rights organizations. Let's move to the second part.
Point of information.
No thank you. If gay public figures aren't outed publicly, there's a limited number of gay role models which lends credence to the demonizers of such groups. Why? Because they can portray gays as minority weirdos who are only exposed in public scandals. That's what's fueling the rhetoric of such conservative radio hosts as Pat Robertson and Rush Limbaugh in the United States.
Point of information.
No thank you, the gay movement, by suggesting it's not within the political mainstream. Thirdly, it hurts the future of the gay movement as young homosexuals are encouraged to repress their sexuality in public as well. A Rainbow Coalition survey, no thank you, demonstrates that 61% of youths in America and Europe who repress their sexuality do this because of a lack of gay role models in public. By contrast, if we adopt our policy and allow gay rights organizations to out gay public figures, there are 3 principal benefits. First of all, we can review the hypocrisy of homophobic individuals, such as the discredited Arkansas governor in 2009. This hurts public figures who have chosen to defame the gay movement, no thank you, and allow us to progress forward. Second, by demystifying the sexuality of public figures, we reveal that people who are respected by the mainstream and even conservatives can be gay too. This encourages society to change their minds about gays they meet on the street, no thank you, or at work as well. And finally, it destroys conservative movements by hurting their morale and public credibility. For example, when It Gets Better, a pro-gay organization, was able to out leaders of evangelical groups who were trying to counsel gays and demonstrate that they too were gay, what happened was they were supposed to admit that psychological techniques of counseling weren't effective, and that meant people were encouraged to switch and, no thank you, no longer repress their sexuality. So that demonstrates three major benefits of how gay rights organizations should out gay public figures to advance the cause of gay rights and show that you don't have to repress your sexuality to succeed in life. We want to know what side opposition will do to achieve this in their next speech. So let's move to my second point about why the public has a right to know. Before I move, yes.
When you have a problem-solution misfit, you want to inspire your homosexuals to come out of the closet. But your strategy is to only out certain individuals who are homophobic. So how are you going to inspire people who are the homophobes?
Let's understand that outing the homophobics is the most important because we expose them as people who are hypocrites, people who are actually gay, but choose to criticize the gay movement, and that allows us to restore the political capital and leverage the gay rights movements have in the rest of the world. So we think that's patently ridiculous. Let's move back to my point. Our thesis is that public figures need to be accountable to the public because they're not just ordinary people. They are people who have consented to placing themselves in the spotlight to make money off the public. They are never forced to become public figures. They make money by being role models in their spheres or being political leaders. They do this by setting up a public image. No, thank you. A public image which allows them to succeed. And what happens is that there exists a contractual arrangement between the public and the public figure, where the public buys into the public image that this public figure has constructed because they decide to place their trust in it. So they have a right to know about whether or not this image is truthful or deceitful. Otherwise, the public figures can just succeed by deceiving the public, and this rips off the public, it's breaching the compact for our right to know. So that's why, even if we don't reveal the salaries of ordinary citizens, all of us have a right to know the salaries of top government officials, no thank you, or presidents and prime ministers. It's especially important when we're talking about the political sphere where the gay rights movement seeks to fight, because many politicians have based their campaigns on office on conservative positions and been hypocritical about it. Let's look at Newt Gingrich, for example, who campaigned, no thank you, on a pro-family, pro-Christian platform, while actually committing multiple affairs, even during the time when he was investigating the Monica Lewinsky affair with President Bill Clinton. No thank you. So we say, if we can already establish public coverage when public figures have heterosexual sex, we say, why not when people have homosexual sex as well? Thus, we think anyone in principle should be able to do this, but it's particularly good if gay rights organizations are doing so, because it shows that gay rights organizations aren't part of an alienated minority, but they're actually serving to advance the public interest and supporting the public's right to know in their campaign against homophobia, whoever's a homosexual, especially if it's a public figure. Thus, gay rights organizations should out gay public figures to affirm our right to information. Thus far, what has side proposition shown? We've shown, first of all, that it's really good to out public figures because it advances the cause of gay rights. Secondly, we've demonstrated that it's part and parcel of the public's right to know, and we deserve to realize what our public figures truly are if we are to place any trust or any money in them. And that's why, at the end of the day, we truly stand for what gays deserve, what our public deserves, and what we all want. That's why you can have it, your song, just like I can do.